going to appear, and that will be our research subject. Wait, oh wait. Whoa, that's dolphin. Focusing our research on them today. I think research is going to be on the dolphins. Now, what type of research we're going to be doing? Well, there's a lot of things you can study on dolphins. So what I want to figure out in particular is what their role is in the ocean's food web. But before we get too involved with that, let's meet the research subjects that we have here at the aquarium. Keep your eyes on the water because coming up first, this. Helen is one of two ladies we have here. This is the she's the youngest dolphin here. So Hannah's about 15, Helen's about 20, but this one right here, this is Spinnaker. And he is the only male, and he's also our oldest dolphin at about 21 years old. How about a big round of applause for them for all of us? Of course, we've also been joined by our three fantastic marine mammal trainers. We have Leonora, Sherry, and Alicia joining us today. And after leaps like that, there should be no question left in any of our minds that we are looking at dolphins. But out there in the world, there's over 40 different kinds of dolphin and porpoise. And even here in British Columbia, we can see over 10 of those different animals. So the first step of our research really has to be to figure out what kind of dolphins are these. So what do you notice about their bodies? They're very streamlined and torpedo-shaped. They have black backs, gray sides, and white bellies. What that tells us is that we're looking at Pacific white-sided dolphins today. And just as their name suggests, they're found in none other than the Pacific Ocean, all the way from Southern California to northern BC and Alaska and across on the coast of Japan. This dolphin species is known for their amazing acrobatics. They're also very fast and very sociable, but in particular, they're considered the most acrobatic species of dolphin in the world. And I think after that disclaimer, Helen, you'll probably agree with me. Now, we're pretty lucky to have spotted Pacific white-sided dolphins today, not just because of their amazing acrobatics, but because of the fact that we can see them at all. Off the coast of British Columbia here, these dolphins weren't seen until the 1970s. They mysteriously appeared off of our coast in the 1970s. We don't know what brought them here, but we're very glad they are here because it allows researchers a better opportunity to study this, up until that point, open ocean species of dolphin. And one of the things scientists try and do is tell the individuals who live off our coast apart. This is easier said than done. But what they do is take pictures of one particular body part, this part on their backs. It's called their dorsal fin that sticks up in the middle there, and it's the most unique part on a dolphin's body. For example, Spinnaker's right here in front of me has the most white on it, so there's a nice long curve and a lot of white color on it. Then if you compare Hannah and Helen's, Helen has much more of a sharp curve to hers, and Hannah's is something that would probably cause a lot of fear into the hearts of people if she swam by you. It looks very much like a shark's dorsal fin with a very sharp triangle at the end. Now with three dolphins, it's not that hard to tell the dorsal fins apart. But off the coast here, we've been able to identify over 1,000 different Pacific white-sided dolphins because that dorsal fin is as unique as a human fingerprint. No two dolphins in the whole world have the same ones. So now we know who our dolphins are, we can continue our research with that food web question I posed at the beginning. What do dolphins do in a food web? Are they predators? Are they prey? Or are they both? I don't know. What do you think? Who thinks they're predators? Couple of you. Okay, who thinks they're prey? Okay, I have a really smart audience, don't I? Who thinks they're both? Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, let's test this for ourselves. If they are a predator, they have to be able to eat. And where do they eat? What part of their body? Their mouth. Exactly. So let's take a look into the mouths of these dolphins. Inside there, they have between 100 and 120 very sharp teeth. But their teeth are not designed the same way ours are. They don't chew with their teeth at all. In fact, dolphins swallow everything whole. What those teeth are for is grabbing things, like small schooling fish. And in some cases, they even manage to catch something big like a salmon. Now here's a real question though. Salmon is pretty big. So dolphins, can you swallow an entire salmon whole? They're not really answering my question, but they are showing you how to eat a salmon dolphin style. Grab it in your mouth Just shake your head back and forth as fast as you can and tear it into some easy to swallow pieces. This is lots of fun if you're trying to impress the ladies at your next summer barbecue. Now these dolphins definitely are fantastic predators, so let's take a look at the prey side of things now. Prey often have ways of avoiding being eaten. So one of the things these dolphins can do is actually camouflage very well with the North Pacific Ocean. That coloration you can see on their body, black back and white belly, helps them blend into the North Pacific because when you look down into the ocean, their black back blends in with the dark ocean depths. But when you're looking up at a dolphin, their bright white belly actually blends into the surface of the water. So you never know just when a dolphin may, I don't know, pop out of the water. So these dolphins are very good at avoiding most predators out there in the North Pacific Ocean, but there are still two that manage to find them. One is very big, black and white. Can you shout out what that is?
Orca.
Yeah, the orca, or the killer whale, that's right. And to get away from a killer whale, these dolphins have to rely on their amazing speed. They can go over 35 kilometers an hour. And Snickers demonstrating that right now. Here he comes all the way around the side. He's very fast. Now, one thing I would like to mention, going 35 kilometers an hour is actually illegal in Stanley Park. So if you can keep that to yourselves, that would be great. Now they use this speed to outmaneuver and use their acrobatics to outmaneuver as well as killer whales. But they do have another predator. This one has lots of sharp, pointy teeth. What's that? Yeah, shark. That's right. To avoid being eaten by sharks, these dolphins defend themselves. They use different body parts like this one, beating their trainer's hands. That's called their rostrum, and it's as hard as a baseball bat. So they can defend themselves by punching the shark in the gills with their rostrum, or if the shark's at the other end of their body, they just use their tails. Those tail flicks are very powerful as well, and can swing the side of a shark. Both ways, if I was a shark, I wouldn't be going anywhere near either end of a dolphin's body. That's just not the smartest thing for sharks to do. However, even with killer whales and sharks out there for these dolphins to worry about, Pacific white-sided dolphins and really all marine mammals have another threat to worry about that's more dangerous than killer whales and sharks combined. Now, if you take a look to your left, you take a look to your right, you may see it. What is it? Humans, exactly. We are the top predator in the entire world, both marine and on land. And that means we have to think responsibly about what we do in our lives because it definitely affects animals like these dolphins. And in particular, Hannah, Helen, and Spinnaker know that firsthand. Because all three of them are rescued dolphins from the coast of Japan, where they were accidentally entangled in fishing nets. Now, thankfully they were rescued, but due to the injuries they sustained and the scars you can still see on their body, like Helen's scars there on the side, they're deemed non-releasable rehabilitation animals, and they aren't able to survive on their own in the ocean. So what we do is hopefully, by sharing their stories with you, we're creating a personal connection so that we can learn that we can help these dolphins out in the ocean. And the easiest thing we can do to help them out is just make sure our garbage doesn't end up in their homes to become a hazard to them. In fact, coming up in September, at the end of the summer, we're having a great Canadian shoreline cleanup. Coast to coast across this great country, people are going to go to the shores of oceans, rivers, lakes, and work together to clean up those areas and make them safer for animals to live in. So if you'd like to get more involved with that project, you can check it out on our website or just search Great Canadian Shoreline Cleanup on Google or any other search engine. Now, if you think you can do that, and if you'd like one last look at these amazing dolphins, keep your eyes on the water right in front of you because this is Spinnaker. Once again, the man of the house. But not to be outdone by the boy. Keep your eyes out in the middle for our two lovely ladies. This is Hannah and Helen. And on behalf of myself, the trainers, and these three amazing Pacific white-sided dolphins, I hope you all have a great day, and thank you so much for joining us here at the Vancouver Aquarium. I think we've reached the tail end of the show. Aww, it's a little bit of a fun. If you have any questions, feel free to come down here and chat with us. I'll do my best to answer them for you. Once again, my name's Nicole. The trainers are available for your questions as soon as they're finished with the dolphins, and enjoy the rest of your day here at the Vancouver Aquarium.
Hi, it's pretty.